Number 5 of the WCS gets underway this evening with another epic battle for you. Olivia, Terry take on Kaitlin Myers. William Stewart, Sean Green, per usual, Nick Teixeira in the background. I hope you guys are ready for another throwdown in the top 4 of the winner's side. Sean, what do you think?
I'm excited for this matchup. Two of my favorite players, like people-wise and like personality-wise, they both have a lot of it. It's packed in there. They're both very competitive players as well. I think we're going to have a knockout, drag-out fight tonight. I think that the averages are all pretty similar overall. I know that Tim and Brandon are going to be able to compare to each other, even though Brandon's technically got a higher average right now. I've seen Tim Adams average over a 5 over a long period of time. You have too. And then, of course, Olivia Terry actually is a little bit lower than Kaitlin Myers in the averages, which is something that you probably weren't expecting to hear. So a little bit of spoiler in that one, but it's not much. So I know Kaitlin Myers has already done this once with a 5-2-1 in the last leg decider. She might have to do it again tonight, buddy.
Yeah, we'll find out if she's going to, win this in a last leg duel or not here, but it should be a good throw down here numbers wise. Yeah, we're seeing that slight edge to Kaitlin here, and by slight it's really minute, like you mentioned.
Yep.
But let's waste no time. Let's get underway with it here. Let's take it on over to Kaitlin Myers here, our first one up.
Yeah, absolutely. Vendor is West Coast Darters of Florida. She's playing at King's Seat tonight. She's been playing for 4+ years. Her better half, Brandon, kind of got her into the game. She's averaging currently this season a 3.62 MPR with a 55.6% win rate with her partner, Tim Adams. And she's throwing, of course, her super dart, Kaitlin Myers, 18-gram darts. She's continued just to improve as a dart player, and she's continued to improve week after week that we've seen her in this WCS. She's going to be a tough person to beat tonight, buddy. That team is going to be tough with Tim Adams.
Yeah, it will be, and that's been her partner for both of her matches so far as Tim, where
Yep.
Olivia is a little bit different on that one. She's had 2 partners, and we'll get underneath that one here in just a moment. But we'll see if that if Kaitlin and her partner Tim are feeling it like they were the other night.
Yeah, I apologize. I actually meant to also say that she has 3 9 marks, 18-7 marks, 25 marks, and 33 games played.
I was waiting for that one, but it didn't come. It didn't come soon enough. All right, let's head on over to Olivia Terry, aka OT, from the TO.
Oh, you want me to do this one too? All right. Well,
no. I got it. I just wanted to be a long, dramatic pause.
Do you want to work tonight? Do you want to do it tonight, or what?
I'm going to kick my feet back. I'm going to enjoy this action just like everybody else. Diggers again is her location. About 8+ years she's been playing. Her average right now is at 3.52, like we mentioned, just a little bit lighter than Kaitlin Myers, and then a 67.9 win rate. Throwing her super darts, Black Beauty, 19 grams, and then her partner is Brandon Kessler tonight. She's also played with Denny Garn, who, they put up a couple good performances there. Brandon Kessler, definitely the better partner right now based on stats and numbers, but she's had 3 9 marks, 10 7 marks, and 1 white horse to boot.
Yeah, she's one of my all-time favorite players, I think, watching her play darts. She's just ultra competitive, where she'll actually – I like when players get like upset when they're not performing well. They might need a couple minutes after they finish losing a match before they start talking to people. But she's also going to be really polite to her partner and her opponents the whole time, and very respectful. And then as soon as takes a couple minutes off, she's back to being her bubbly, happy, goofy, fun self. Both these girls representing super darts extremely well, and I cannot wait to see some super darts tonight.
Well, we'll get underway here with our count up round.
Oh yeah. If you've never watched before, let's go over the rules and specific format for the Women's Choice Challenger Series. Double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. That's what you're seeing right here. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either team is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
going for speed,
players will cork for start in the last leg decider. First place again in this tournament, $2,500. Second place, $1,500. And that is only guaranteed to the ladies. The men, that are playing with these ladies have no guarantees of that money. And I'm sure some of them have made plans, but I'm sure some of them have not. And I'm excited about that either way. And I think a lot of the men would still play in this without any promise of that whatsoever. So we also, of course, have a live stream giveaway tonight before we get going. I like this one, a set of snake bite practice rings. I think those things are awesome. I think they can really help out your game. Have you used those before, Will? Tell me about them.
Well, I have a great video on those if you haven't checked it out at atozdarts.com. Yeah, they're a useful tool if you use them correctly and you know how to use them. Go check out that video so you can make use of those practice rings, because there's something when Cameron Menzies is going up to you and being like, so I tried out those practice rings. Those actually help you out a lot. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. A little confidence booster.
Yeah, so we're giving away a set of those. Well, A to Z Darts is giving away a set of those tonight. So all you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page to be entered in for your chance to win those. You're seeing OT from the TO and Brandon Kessler hopping out to a pretty good lead here out the gate. Kaitlin Myers, of course, wire on the trip 7, trip 3 in her first round up. And Timothy Adams did have a beard. And here he is throwing some darts.
And he is, and he's going to start us off with one. No, it's a 7 mark instead, but it's a good 7. Yeah, Kaitlin, unfortunately, not finding anything on her first round, but we know that's not going to last. She's a quality shot. She's going to prove it here in just a moment. But, I don't know how this one will go. I think it could be a 9-7. Maybe not. Maybe it goes a little bit, 9-6, 9-5 range. But I think that Olivia and Brandon are going to pull this one off myself.
I respect that choice. I think that's a fantastic choice to make. I don't see how this doesn't go to a last leg decider. And I could very well be wrong. I just, looking at everything as we get our first, boom goes the dynamite from Brandon Kessler, and some high kicks there from the ladies in the background. And that's what you love to see. But yeah, so you can see the entertainment's going to be there tonight. Huge shout out to Allison in the background with her boom sign. She commented on that as we get a nice 7 mark. So Allison, thanks for making that.
Yeah, it's always good to see those little signs.
I love them
and whatnot from our supporters here. We appreciate you guys in the chat as well.
It'd be really nice if Motor City Darts and if the button pusher himself would just send me some of those so I can put them on my back wall here. Be great decorations, but that's okay. Still just the promise and no delivery. That's okay. That's right.
Sean just wants some goodies. If you can send your signs to him, he'll promote
any free
them for
stuff
the rest of eternity.
I'll take it. I will.
Well, some help.
I have a dynamite tattoo on me now, so eternity it is. And I don't even know what eternity is, but it's a new thing.
Hey, why not use it? Why not use it and run? Well, there you go. Brandon Kessler hammers in a nice double bull there with his last dart to leave OT just one needed to take the first leg.
So hold a throw here in leg number 1. It doesn't start getting really interesting until we see some breaks of throw. And I'm looking at the background here in OT's view. You can see Kenny Tang back there hanging out, having a good time. As OT does take it out with dart number 1. 3.30 from her, 7 from Brandon Kessler, 167 from Myers. And I didn't see what Adams got.
We did see that. I believe Kaitlin started off a little bit slow her last go as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was a 5-5 from Tim.
That was some useful information here. Olivia Terry, she started off round number 1 against Kelly Mears. Round 2 beating Heidi Nelson to get to this point for Kaitlin Mears. It was a round 1 matchup.
Kaitlin Myers,
Carolyn Guji, and Kelly Sipe in round number 2. Sorry if I guess I missaid something there. Whoopsie.
That's all right. Par for the course. No big deal. I've done it tonight already, so we're even.
Dun, dun, dun.
How about Miss Ginger in the chat saying 9-6 OT? We got Corey saying 9-7 Kaitlin. We got an LFG Kaitlin from Lucas there. Ed Martin's picking Kaitlin 9-7. A lot of Kaitlin Meyer in here. Jason Watt saying, see you this weekend, fellas. Well, you'll see me. You will not see my man Will Stewart as we get a second. Boom goes the dynamite from Kessler.
Yep. I'm still enjoying the old vacay for a little longer, milking it as long as I can. I will be in Nashville.
Me too.
I guess I'll be at weekend number 3 though.
Yeah, we're gonna get sick of each other real quick here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
We see each other back-to-back weekends.
Great 7 mark from Olivia Terry, putting them out in front by almost 100 points.
And of course, the winner of this will join Chrissy Grimmel in the Queen Seat match. Chrissy just Chrissy and Danny making pretty easy work of Lane and Leonard last week. A bit surprising on the result of how much of a blowout that was. I know that Lane and Leonard would want another shot at them at some point.
Yeah, Chrissy and Danny were just hitting that stride, I think, and they're going to be a tough team to beat once again here. They've proven it, especially with the way Chrissy's throwing right now, averaging I believe it's a 4.33 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she's dominating right now,
which is, I mean,
4.33,
above our next competitor on that women's side. She's averaging better than some of the men, which is par for Chrissy Grimmel. I mean, of course, she's played in the CSC Challenger Series before.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I would call her, my favorite dart nickname for her would be Kryptonite, because she is a weakness for the supermen in darts.
Sean, congratulations on the win there. I'm ready for some fish and chips. Be there in December. Not in Scotland, but London. Sean, you joining?
Yeah, cheers, brother. I'm not sure. This year is a little bit different on my schedule. So unfortunately, our winter break for school doesn't start until a week into it. Which as OT, back in on
reverses.
reverse. Everybody clap your hands.
Man, that was
it'd been cool if she would have hit it though.
Smooth moves there from OT. But still sitting away from one dart away from the 2-0 advantage in their favor. Break and throw as well.
Yeah, and it looks like Brandon Kessler's been on fire so far. 7.0 in leg number 1. And he is not going to leave a finish here. It's not over till it's over.
Certainly
this is a big opportunity. It's winning darts.
Can she take advantage here?
Well, this is that's a gutsy move to put it right here on OT.
Can she put this away? Needs at least a triple. She finds it there.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's going to make it easy after that one.
And look at her averaging a 4.93 in that leg.
And a 4.5 from Kessler. Myers and Adams both averaging the threes there. They're going to have to pick that up, especially when they have the throw. But that's a 2-0 lead now for OT.
Lucas Fairway reassures us that he was clapping his hands there in the background.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir. Every once in a while, that's what we like to provide, some funny laughs and some serious tones, you know?
Yeah, we like some tonage.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good start. Kaitlin started off with a 7. Tim just going to back her up here. Gets a 7 of his own on that time on the 19s. Back-to-back 7s to open up on the 20s and 19s is that's gonna be tough to fire back from.
We'll see. Kessler's
I don't know who that.
looking for a big number.
I don't know who that lady is in the background that's going back and forth with OT, but she seems like she is a hoot and a half,
Anytime
just a hoot and a half.
Anytime you're around OT, she brings out the best in people. Okay, it's just it's it's in her nature. Let me tell you. All of a sudden, I'll be serious. I'll be streaming, and all of a sudden, she comes over, and next thing I know, I'm sitting there dancing and almost on the table, and I even had a drink.
I think we should hire her for TOC if that's the case.
Yes, please.
Go.
Nope, she's probably gonna baggish us and leave us for money. Sorry, potential of money.
There we go. Tim and Kaitlin puts himself in a good position here to put the first leg on the board.
The annoying thing is going to be is that every time he's like not playing in a tournament, he's going to try and come over and talk to us and be on the chat still.
Just a reminder, guys, get entered in it for your chance for a set of Red Dragon Snakebite practice rings. Like and comment to be entered into our raffle tonight. It's pretty cool. That's all you have to do. Brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Do it. Do it now.
Or you can do it in like 20 minutes. That's fine too.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Do it. All right, we got to stop. There's going to be nothing more annoying than that the whole time. Big treble 20 here incoming. No, just kidding. Did not even look at it.
Kessler has a opportunity here to get him out in front. Two of them would be nice.
I'm telling you, he has consistently just improved his game over the past year or so.
Brandon's
he's becoming a lot more consistent.
He's such a quality shot. And the thing about it is most of the time when he goes to these tournaments, he's bringing his supplies along with him. So it's very difficult to run your supply shot, but also play quality darts. And he can do that. I've seen him do it. And it's impressive. He's a good shot.
And he seems to raise his averages and his potential when he plays with Olivia here in this WCS.
We're seeing a lot of that, though. I mean, we're seeing a lot of impressive shooting, and usually you see a stint. You see a stunt in the averages. You usually see that little drop when you come to doubles play. In this mixed format, we haven't seen that because they're having a good time. They're enjoying themselves. And we've heard that from all our players before, how much they enjoy this format.
Yeah, and they're playing for their partner, right?
Yep.
They're not playing for themselves in this format. If they lose, the name that comes across is Olivia Terry and Kaitlin Myers. It's not their name.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think for both, I think that adds a lot of it. It's a situation where I'm going to dive deep here for a second, but in darts, typically, especially in mixed doubles, a lot of time the power dynamic is with the male partner, right? Like the male is going to be in charge. He's going to be the one that's, making all the decisions, doing all that. In this format, the power completely shifts. The ladies have all the power here. The women, it's the women's choice. It's the women are those team captains. And I like that type of dynamic switch. And I think that, honestly, that might be what is hitting the most with the competitors that play in this. They're not used to that kind of power switch, if so to speak.
I've always believed, and I still am waiting to see it, where a male and a female take down a doubles, like a true open doubles together. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean,
imagine like, I know that like Fallon and Leonard played mixed doubles together last year. Imagine if they would have played open doubles together last year. That would still be a good team.
I hope that happens. I hope that starts to happen more and more.
Very cool.
I think that it should,
It would be very cool. All righty. Well,
I also want to see, I've mentioned this off camera, but I also want to see a female WCS participant pick another female to play with.
Yes. I agree. That'd be fun.
Because they don't have to pick a male, guys.
Nope.
It's the Women's Choice Challenger Series. It's not the Mixed Challenger Series or anything like that.
They
can play with another female partner.
They can pick a kid if they want to. Don't matter. Tim and Kaitlin looking for the win. A single bull away from their first leg on the board. It's kind of been a little hold off from Brandon and Olivia, but they're going to finally get one on the board.
Yeah, and you see the averages dropping a little bit for Kessler and OT. But 3.79 and a 4.67 will get the job done with the throw. And it is now 2-1. There's a match going on now, bud.
There certainly is. We got a little bit of followers joining us as well. That's good to see. Appreciate you guys joining us once again. How about a little reminder about who's still in this one? Chrissy Grimmel is the awaiting opponent for the winner of this one. The loser will go to that 5th, 6th place position and play Cheyenne Richards.
That's not fun.
Texas. How about this? Kelly Sipe and Lane Lyzak still in the mix as well. So there's your remaining few.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already down
week
to that
5.
point.
It is crazy in week 5 how quickly that shifts.
Well, I think the next step's 32. We're going to do that one, I think, here soon, which would be great.
Tori asked a question earlier, says, does the men that the ladies choose have to be qualified the same way the ladies do that play? No. They do not have, their partner does not have to be PPD qualified in any capacity. So
yeah, we've seen that. I mean,
to pick whoever. Yep.
Well, we had Adam Savada play, and I don't think he's PPD certified. It would be
certified. Jeff Springer, Kevin Luke, which is weird. Kevin Luke usually qualifies for everything in the world. So if there's a tournament in Turkey, he's qualified for it.
Well, he's usually going to a tournament every week, if not even in the middle of the week. The grit he has and the determination to go play every week is just impressive. There's a few that do it. Leonard's one of them. I don't know how he gets around the way he does, but he seems to just week in, week out, go across the country to try to win some money.
Yeah, and you'll see those are also the guys that don't get too crazy, don't get too into the party aspect of everything, because they know that they're taking their weekends. Their weekends are where they're supposed to make their money. If they don't keep making their money, then their significant others or themselves would be pointless to keep doing it.
I was in passing with Leonard as well, and he mentioned that starting to watch where he stays and whatnot, seeing if they have a hot tub, try to take care of his body a little bit more. That kind of mindset too. I mean, it's smart to do.
I mean, he plays on the senior tour for a reason. He's old, getting older. But still, if I look that good at 52, 53, I'll be proper happy, you know?
All righty, Olivia. Rocking and rolling, going for the 15 close. Finding those neighbors.
Yeah, that's not going to help very much.
Not really. We'll see if Kaitlin can hammer down here.
Big score.
That'll do.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Barely gets him out in front. But with Kessler coming up the way he's been playing, I don't know. I'm eyeballing a 7 here.
And your eyeballs are still a working. Tim going to be unable to catch at this point, which is why I might have on that last start gone 16s instead. How do you feel about that?
Say that again. I was reading some
that
comments.
last start from Tim Adams, he shot at the 15s again. I might have gone 16s there.
Yeah. I don't see. I mean, why not? Especially knowing that they're gunning for it, try to get another wedge.
Kendi asking, will there ever be, like, I guess you could say a Division B WCS or Division 2? I would say they'd probably open up to 32 first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Open up to 32. As I was talking about a little bit earlier, just see that bracket.
Boom.
Extend out a little bit.
5-2-0.
Yeah, 5-2-0 to 3-0 from Terry will get the job done. 3-1 match now.
What did Olivia have in that last leg?
3-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the case. Just making sure.
Yeah. And then I think Kaitlin had a 3-2-3.
She had a 4-5, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, then I was misjudging Tim and her.
Or no, she might have had the 3-2 and
oh my
Tim
gosh. See, guys, see what I got to deal with on a daily basis here.
I just want to point out
someone trying to do his job better than you did.
Sean's trying to keep track of all 4 averages, and I had a feeling it was going to go like this. That's why you guys hear some keyboard cracks and stuff in the background.
That's very tough to do. I mean,
boom goes the dynamite. Saved by the boom.
Ideally, what I could see, I shouldn't release this information, but I think it would be very cool if we had the system to where we could chime into all of our matches at the same time and everybody could. If we had an app out there where you could tune into this match from the WCS and watch just the game screen, even that would be very cool. And if it changed over the players, that would be almost essentially a way that everybody could chime in and watch whatever matches they wanted to without the streaming side of it. We'll see.
Are you trying to get us to lose our jobs?
Yes. No. I just think it'd be very cool because like things like TOC, that could be very helpful where if you had that database set up, no matter who was participating, if it was a level 30 or a level 1, a level 2, whatever it is, Masters, you can watch that match.
Goes that kind of like Dark Connect for soft hit.
Yeah. That'd
be pretty sweet, except for Dark Connect would be like, really? We finally get some technology, and now you want to take that technology too?
Well,
really?
There are some manufacturers that I believe that do have a system like that. But I would like to see Arachne get on that one.
Well, I've heard it from a good source that I think they might be trying to.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
All right. OT from the TO. And Brandon Kessler up 3-1 on Kaitlin Myers and Tim Adams. Myers and Adams trying to make it an all Florida affair here in the Queen Seat match. Different locations, though, in Florida. King Seat versus... Yep. Nick, this is where I need you, but that's fine. Never mind.
No, you got it.
Are we on that one?
What's the name of the bar? You got it. We've only streamed out there the CSC Season 6 finals, the WCS finals.
That would be Trick Shots Metro.
Oh, Trick Shots Metro. Duh. Everybody knows that.
Oh, my gosh. Everybody. Once again, you see what I have to deal with? I think it's great. Your wife said, I think there should be 2 streams, one in Italian commentary like the PDC. Without that, forget about it. Well, Megan, I have to inform you, and doesn't know Italian, so this isn't going to really work out.
Yeah, but I probably have like the second best accent for Italian.
It's very good, man. Imagine
Buongiorno.
Imagine Imagine Ryan Mooneyham giving some Italian commentary. Sorry, Mooney. Hey, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, I am 25% Italian, by the way, just so you know.
All right. Look at this. Tim and Kaitlin hammering down on the points, trying to get another leg on the board, trying to square us up at 3-3 if they can. Try to lock in that last leg decider before our break. Rather than Olivia and Brandon getting that fourth leg, and then they know automatically going to the break a leg down.
And there it is. Kaitlin Myers, 3.60 and a 6.0 for Tim Adams.
That'll do. That'll do.
And as for the other two, I just hate myself.
Well, guys, don't forget about the Dart of the Month. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery Label darts and all other Cosmo Discovery Label darts. Plus, you'll get a free Cosmo swag bag with every purchase. How about that? A little swag bag action, Sean.
How about that? You're doing the end of the stream ad read and leg 5.
Why not? Why not? It's essentially the same. We're good, buddy.
Oh boy. I love it. Keep going. You're doing great.
Nope. I'm in there. Just a little dabble. I'll sprinkle it in.
Just say a sentence like per 10 minutes. Well, hey, July is here, and so is the new Dart of the Month. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery Label darts and all other Cosmo Discovery Label darts. Plus, you'll get a free Cosmo swag bag with every purchase. I feel like you just said that. Show your support for U.S. players with the new Win More U.S. player launch. Available now at A2ZDarts.com. We've already seen it in our chat. I know that my wife already ordered the Mike Maloney darts. She loved them. She wants the jewels as well, so I'm trying to keep money in my bank account. Also available to shop are the Win More Mini 2024 launch, the Shot Red Line launch, and Cali West V2 dart barrels. Lastly, make sure to check out their blog for the complete beginner's guide on how to play cricket, so you can learn how to play this game. Or you can just watch us for a little bit. All these players will teach you how to play cricket pretty quickly. Just head on over to azdarts.com for all your darting needs.
Oh, Shawnee boy. What would I do without you?
Aloha, Chris. What's up, Jono?
What some
Megan.
dance moves we're seeing there.
Oh, man. Look at this. Tim with the big 7. They're trying to attack the throw here to make it 3-3. 3-2 score line. Early and often, but OT and Kessler already have a break a throw to their name. So at some point, Kaitlin Myers and Tim Adams are going to have to break the throw of Olivia Terry and Brandon Kessler.
Reagan Windsor joining us. Anthony Rodriguez, what's going on, sir? I guess some support.
Reagan is definitely my favorite Windsor. And happy belated birthday again, Reagan.
Yeah, so showing some support for those new barrels getting released by Winmore. Love that.
Hey, how about this? I'm going to give a huge shout out. Happy 70th birthday to my mom, Margaret. Reaching the big 7-0 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Mom. Love you.
Yeah, congrats.
Got to celebrate this weekend.
Congrats.
And that's being married to my dad for 51 of those years, too. So
Hammers
we both thought that they would have given up on that a long time ago. Boom goes the dynamite, Tim Adams.
2 for 2. Brandon Adams. That was good. Brandon Kessler got 2. Tim Adams got 2. That's good.
We're doing a great job tonight. You know, like
we're stumbling.
When they think about great commentary performances, this is really going to show up.
It's no wonder we're no ESPN commentators, buddy.
Listen. That job is set up for DJ and Gordon, so they can have right at it. Maybe one day we'll but probably not. What?
You said Gordon and
DJ. They do the commentary for ESPN.
What was that guy
for the bullshooter?
What was the guy called? Gordon the whole time?
I forget.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
We don't have to bring it up.
Oh, gosh.
Ridiculous.
All right, back to it. Don't you dare. Because things are getting a little interesting here in this leg. They were getting interesting. Now Brandon Kessler's going to shut that door.
That is a coffin shot of a different form. Boom goes the dynamite. Kessler has 3 9 marks so far in this match. And that one was huge.
Don't even get me started, okay? All right, we seriously, we're done. All right. OT, Brandon Kessler looking to lock in this 4th leg, guaranteeing they will go into the break with the advantage, and that is just what they have done.
I love the way this match is starting to turn out. It's still early. They're still keeping it close. But this leg is a big one.
Yeah.
4-2 scoreline. 4-3 is so nice if you're Kaitlin Myers and Tim Adams, and 5-2 is so awful.
Yeah, it's not bad to be that one leg down, but it is just heartbreaking almost if you're 5-2, knowing what you have to do. It's just it's so much trouble.
The guts that she just had to hit that last start. And look at OT from the TO. Could have been a 9. That's how close it was. I also really like giving props to the players that do this thing correctly. Like Kaitlin Myers, her shoes and jersey combination is fantastic. Like a chef's kiss of wonderful. Kessler rocking the Hey Dudes. You got to give a shout out to that.
There's a few that color combo everything, you see that around the board, especially with like the flights, shafts and whatnot. You see that color combination trying to match the jersey or just something symbolic to them. I mean, Steve Hilger has that classic blue, red, white, and yellow for the Philippine flag. So.
Yep, and then he made sure to stop throwing the yellow one because
for
that
a little
one was
bit.
The worst one.
People started calling him out and saying, "You always throw that little yellow one bad."
OT went for a Maloney double, and she found bologna at the end of her sandwich.
Sometimes bologna's good. Don't knock it. Keep it a minute. It's Tim Adams here. As Brandon's forced to the 18s, a number that he's fared well on.
That's a good last start to find the field goal. But they find themselves well behind here. Exactly where Kaitlin and Tim want them. And I was so close to getting the averages all correct for at least the first 7 games. And then I forgot last leg. Yes. Well, how am I supposed to respond to you, Will? Or Nick? Not you, Will.
Yeah, but say, what did I do?
Usually I'm yelling at you. Sorry about that.
Just that kind of night, folks. Just that kind of night. Brand's got a little bit of work to do here. Gotta kiss it off that barrel into the triple bed. Oh, kisses it too far. This should open up for Kaitlin and Tim to just walk on through for a third leg. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's right there in that corner, and
it looks
you
like
got to go back to point.
It looks like she has pink or yellow tips, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna guess
like
pink.
It was just on the outside.
I don't know how much of a hot take that is, but it looks like pink would be the matching color there. OT only a 5 mark, and I say only a 5 mark just because they're still behind in this leg. And right now she's like, I'm throwing a 5.25. What are you doing, Brandon? And if she's not saying that, she should. Big last start from Tim. Allison's saying all pink all the time, so there you go.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, by the way, so last week I thought it was really cute. I had my 2-year-old come into my office and pick the color for the background. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet. And she picked like a purplish pink. And I was like, all right, that's wonderful. This week, I asked her again. She picked brown, dude. Brown was the color she chose from. And I'm now afraid for my daughter's ability to tell me anything related to colors ever again. Who picks brown as a color choice on a light?
Some people enjoy brown. Leave her be.
There's that double 20. She's going to do it if she had to. And it's a 3-3 scoreline. Big moment for Tim.
Gotta find the last here.
And he does. He's like, I knew it all the time. 5.0 and a 3.2. 4.25 and a 4.8.
Yeah, good stuff to go ahead and clean up that leg before our break. It's now time for some interviews with the one and only Nick Dirachi DeShera. Don't laugh at him. He doesn't like it, guys, okay? I'm just kidding. No, some great interviews coming your way. Let's go ahead and hear him. What do you have to say here, Sean?
I have to say what you have to say, so that sounds wonderful.
Take care, folks.
See you soon, guys.
We'll see you in just one moment.
Hi, I'm Olivia Terry. I'm playing out of Diggers again for 419 Darts.
Well, Olivia Terry, the one with many nicknames and some great choices of apparel. It's excited to have you back on our show here for the Women's Choice Challenger Series. And you had a good run last season. What was your expectations going into season 2 here?
My expectations this season was to do better than last season. I think me and Brendan, he was going to be my first pick all along, even though I get in the chats to see who's available. He's only an hour away from me. He's a great partner, great listener, but a more better friend. So me and him gel. We work well.
And certainly. And with this event, a lot of people have been asking us our opinions on it and everything. We want to know your opinion. What do you think about this being a mixed doubles tournament?
To be honest, I feel like the women's side, this sport is growing. Our fan base has definitely gotten bigger, just like the guys has been. I feel like at times we do need a chance to show the talent in all the ladies across the country. Sometimes, yes, it does help to have the guys. They let us off the hook a little bit, but why not put the women out there to show what they have?
Certainly. And tonight, you got a tough opponent ahead of you in Kaitlin Myers. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
Well, that is my super sister. So I'm a big fan. I've always been a fan of Kaitlin's. I remember meeting her 2 years ago at the Booyah Cup, and I right away seen potential in a star in the makings. It's going to be a great match. She knows my game. I know her game. I played against her a lot recently. Just to go in there and just have fun.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans, friends, family, or anybody else watching along?
I like to say I want to thank my sponsors, Super Darts, Daffy's Thirsty Duck out of Toledo, Ohio, GMD Vending. I want to thank my friends for so much support. I also want to thank 419 Darts, Steve Z, for allowing me and Brandon to play on his boards. And, I just appreciate it and thank my family.
Well, we are excited to have Overtime Olivia Terry back on our live stream once again. And Olivia, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
My name is Olivia Terry. You're watching the Women's Choice Challenge Series.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
Hi, I'm Kaitlin Myers. I'm playing out of King Seat, and it's through West Coast. Oh, fuck. Start over.
From the top.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kaitlin Myers. I'm playing out of King Seat. It's through West Coast Stars of Florida.
Well, welcome back to the Women's Choice Challenger Series, Kaitlin Myers. Last time we saw you, it was our first ever tiebreaker since the rule change in the WCS, and boy, was it intense. Can you talk us through how you felt in those moments?
Oh, man. It was crazy. I remember in the game before that, I literally begged Tim. I was like, please don't let this go to a last leg decider. I did not want to do it at all. I was extremely nervous. And I don't know, I didn't want to be the first one. It was very nerve-wracking, but obviously it ended in my favor, and I'm really not sure. It was all blank. Kind of just threw my darts and hope for the best. So,
and a lot of people have been asking, so I want to get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on the whole Women's Choice Challenger Series being mixed doubles?
I really enjoy it personally. I think it clearly gets more views than if it would be if it was just women's singles. I'm not saying the girls aren't good. Obviously, we can all throw, but having a guy there to shoot with you and having fun and getting more views and getting more exposure, I don't see anything wrong with it. I really enjoy it, and I think Tim does too. So.
And tonight, you face off against Olivia Terry, as we mentioned. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I never really have an actual game plan. I need to just keep my nerves under control, throw the darts that I know I can, take my time, and just take it one round at a time. Don't beat myself up over a bad round or a bad dart, and have fun. I felt a really hard time with that, and trying to keep myself, and reminding myself why I play darts, and it is to have fun. So that's my plan.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anyone else watching along?
Yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for supporting me. The amount of support I've gotten through this whole process has been overwhelming. It's great. My sponsor, Super Darts, thanks for all the great gear. And my number one, Brandon, I gotta shout out to him every week. I love him, and he's always been there for me, so can't say thank you enough.
Well, we are excited to have you back on the show, Kaitlin, and it's going to be a doozy of a dart match tonight. So all we can do is wish you nothing but the best of luck with it.
I'm Kaitlin Myers, and you're watching the Women's Choice Challenger Series.
Great to hear from our players there. We're back to the action, though, folks. We're 4-3 currently on our score line in favor of Olivia Terry and Brandon Kessler. Tim Adams and Kaitlin Myers going to have to make that comeback if they hope to win this one. Not down by much. Just got to come out sharp here after this break. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira here. Welcome back to the Partners Promoting Darts Women's Choice Challenger Series. I know you like that, Sean. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Hey, what's up, Will? Hope you're doing well. That was a great intro. I really appreciated every part of it. Let's take a look at the averages at the break. Right now, Olivia Terry averaging a 3.87, Brandon Kessler averaging a 5.06. I may or may not have made up a lot of those numbers, though. And Kaitlin Myers averaging a 3.15 and Tim Adams a 5.06. So the men are very even right now. Right now, it seems like the difference, OT is throwing well above her current WCS average, and Kaitlin a little bit below, and it's because of things like that. She's not off by much, but those wires are really, really being negative here in those first 7 legs to Kaitlin Myers.
Yeah, it seems like she's just a little bit off in the early stages, but she can kind of sharpen the edges and get back to it here. See if she can have a good rest of the match. She's getting some help from her partner. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Tim's been very consistent, actually a little bit more sneaky consistent compared to Brandon Kessler, who's kind of just had that firepower of a lot of 9s that's really kind of shown up more than anything else. But very impressed with OTE's performance. Kaitlin comes back with a good 5.
Yeah, that'll be a useful 5 there. Be a useful 5 indeed. Now, Brandon does have the 17s to work with. I expect at least a 5 mark here.
And you did say that right before he threw that last dart. I will give you credit for that.
I was thinking about a 7, and I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and go with the easy one, the easy cop out.
You give him the easy ones.
Damn you.
And of course, OT from the TO, that's Toledo, Ohio, for Olivia Terry. Kaitlin Myers, Zypher Hills, Florida is where she currently resides. And it's where the water's from.
Yeah, that was a crazy little tidbit from the one and only Nick DeShare. It doesn't make any sense.
Is that for Hills the water brand? Anybody? No?
Buddy, we all know God made water, okay?
Well, then after him, someone remade water.
Oh, my gosh. If you own the beach, do you own the water as well? Let me know. What movie is that from, Sean?
I forget.
Well, somebody in the chat, let them know if you heard that quote. Give it to me in the chat. You'll win a whole $1 bill. I'll send it to you in the mail.
Phil Lindsley, what's up, brother? Mike Croning, how are you doing, sir? What's up? Reenie, how you doing, my dear? Allison, of course, says the best water, so that's Zypher Hills. She also does have the sign, so I do kind of trust her on her opinion right now. So
that was a
Zephyr, whatever it is.
Good shot there from Olivia Terry.
You say it your way, I'll say it my way. Right, Archive?
Sure.
Good job.
Brandon Kessler once again.
There it is. That's an 8. Got some. Brandon Kessler and OT from the TO.
I don't know if
they were given directions in the background.
Is she? I don't know. She could be doing the zombie from Monster Jam. I think that's what that move is. She's been watching some Monster Jam.
I thought it was like the workout ropes where it's like the rope smacking on the ground. I thought it was
like
one
that.
of those.
I don't know.
I like that more than Monster Jam. I bet she's not doing anything for Monster Jam.
It was a joke, buddy, but that's...
I know. It's because you weren't kiddies. You're kiddos, right? Your kiddo watching.
Oh, he's all about it, dude. He's got it almost... He's infatuated with getting the trucks now. Every time we go to Walmart, he wants to go down the truck aisle to see... Try to talk Dad into buying a Hot Wheels monster truck.
You know better than taking your son to Wally World and not expecting him to get a gift.
Oh, I'm a sucker, dude. I cave in every time. That's dead center of that double bull.
And those averages 4-2, a 4-6-2, and 2 in the threes there for their opponent. So 5-3 scoreline. Kaitlin Myers and Tim Adams are got to improve there if they're going to break the throw.
You're a little on edge for this leg, I think. You know that you need to get this one. You don't want to make this 6-3. Tighten up.
And until they do get that break and throw, that's going to be the situation every time, right?
Yeah. They've got to find a way to tighten it up here.
Pressure's on. And we know that Olivia Terry and Brandon Kessler can have a leg where they both throw 5s or 6s together and just dominate that leg. They have that firepower in them. And while Tim and Kaitlin do as well, it doesn't happen as consistently as it does for Kessler and Terry. But that's a big 7 from Tim Adams. He's been a 7 machine.
It's also important to note that when we saw Kaitlin Myers in the stream last time and this time, both times she came off in her interviews very, very nervous. And we know just as well as anybody, when nerves are in play, you can either go well above your expectations or sometimes well below. And that's kind of where Caitlin's been struggling a little bit here. Is the nerves are still kind of getting the better of her. She hasn't really looked fully settled or comfortable with any of her darts yet. If she does start clicking, it could completely change the dichotomy of this.
I think that you hit on it right there at the end. She's just not hitting yet, is where the nerves come from. It doesn't come, I don't think, from like a natural place for her. I mean, we've seen her get 4th place in Booyah Cup. We've seen her get 5th, 6th in Booyah Cup. We've seen her on the stream already this season play extremely well under extreme pressure in a last late decider. So I think that you're right. I think that there's a pressure on her, but it's just because she has yet to really kind of click in and find a few throws in a row that have gone where she wants it to go.
Guess they're making moves there early, and I like the look there to go ahead and close the door. Even though you're down in points, you have a wedge, and it forces Kaitlin to go to the 16s here, and it forces her to stay. Tricky
Huge moment.
times. Yep, this is a big moment here. Olivia can take advantage. She hammers in the trip 17 over to the 16. She gets that one to the 15s.
She wanted it bad, man, and that still is a devastating result. If you're Tim and Kaitlin, they might be hitting that mark that you talked about. They might be down 6-3 here, real quick. Great first start from Kessler. He's going to take this out right here. 5.67 and a 5.67, buddy.
Yeah, that is true fashion. We had a third 5.67, as you can see there.
Yep.
But 6-3 domination job here starting to set in.
And before anyone asks, I just saw it. It is not 7-2. Stop looking at the game screen.
Yeah.
Dirachi is actually correct at all times with the score.
Well, don't give him at all times, brother. Don't give him at all times.
99% of the time. You know me, I'm usually a realist when it comes to Nick's work effort. Work effort's not a thing, but you know what I was saying. Work ethic, same thing. I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, we're both.
OT only a 3
tonight.
mark. What, where we should just stop talking?
Yeah, pretty
I agree.
much. We should just let somebody else do tonight's broadcast because we're both in
Introducing
that.
Tim Goodwin and Mike Redman on the microphones.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Well,
Insult
that'll do
everybody
it for
else
us.
we've had on here.
Yeah, that's probably true. We don't need to worry about anyone else. Do you know how mad Baggage would be?
My
It might be worth it just for that.
Kaitlin, so you can see.
Guys,
her just
reminder, we're giving
shaking it
away
off.
a set of snakebite practice rings. And by we, I mean A2Zdarts.com. Those snakebite practice rings from Red Dragon. Don't let Jason Watt win them. He's already sponsored by Red Dragon. He doesn't need those. Let's make sure that we all leave comments in there so that it makes it more impossible for Watt to win. All right? Leave a comment or chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page to get entered in for your chance to win that wonderful prize package from A2Zdarts.com. And then once you practice all that time, you're going to want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPT events like the CSC Challenger Series, the WCS, TOC, and all of those other goodies. Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPT leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Just get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out that map. For Indy, that's going to be Just Darts is the vendor there. Pioneer is a little bit Southern Indiana, but just in case you're an indie person wanting to get into that, now you know. If you don't see anything in your area, though, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. And then it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. It takes a lot. But the new season just started. It's starting in like 4 days. So it's going to be the time to get involved. Again, just go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today.
BJ asking a good one. He said, "Can we get highlights of Olivia's dance moves?" We just might do that, BJ. We just might throw a light tunage underneath it and let it go. She's had some good ones tonight.
Did you ever get the answer on the beach? Do you also in the ocean?
Nope, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't get that one. And the QN was Super Troopers. So there you go.
When does he say that?
Like when they're in the guy has to eat the whole bag of things because they're getting pulled over, and he's like,
yeah, I get it now.
It's God's water.
Cody, you're entered in, buddy. That's all you got to do. Kevin Peterson, you are now entered in so that Jason Watt can't win. Good job. Chris White, you're not wrong, man. I've been saying that. OT is she's pretty relentless on that dartboard.
I do want to interject here real quick, just while we're talking about the giveaway. We
Shocker.
have noticed that we have noticed that some people have been getting messages or seen extra comments of people saying, "Hey, here's how you win the giveaway," and all these steps. If it is not coming from a direct message from one of our staff members, do not answer it. Do not click random links in the comment. Facebook, unfortunately, does have some moderation problems with the comments, and a lot of people are faking the entry links to giveaways. So we will contact you. You don't have to do anything until that point.
It's a pretty common thing people are doing these days. So yeah, just be aware for any giveaway posts. They're most of the time they are real giveaways, but from the actual person that's actually trying to do the giveaway, but these spammers come in and see that, and then they make fake accounts and try to get your information when they can. So just be wary of what you're answering.
She's telling that dart to go up a little bit more. Hey, it listened. Now she knows he has to talk to her a little bit earlier. As Tim hits it, how about a 6.0 from Tim Adams in that leg?
That'll do.
In Fuego, but it's 6-4 right now.
I was going to say, he freaked me out with that 6-5 nonsense there. Remember that night?
Right after I said it's always right.
Yeah, I was going to say, remember you said he's always right? That he about got us. What a misdirection there.
Good old Dirachi.
Oh, no. A door opener for Kaitlin. This is their opportunity right here. Answer back with a 4 minimum.
Last time this was open, she only hit 2 marks herself. And this time, not even as good as that. You see Tim's having a conversation with her there. Just checking in, making sure, hey, you don't have to push it. There's still a long way left to go, but Brandon Kessler's going to punish. And punishing he does.
Great darts. Great darts there. He puts Tim Adams back against the wall. And even a 6 mark here isn't really as useful as he wants it to be. Because Olivia can just go 1, 2, 3 punch on the 19th and be fine.
She's staying up.
True. Yeah, she'll
just kidding.
Oh, okay. I thought she would stay true on the 20s, but took the opportunity to close it out.
Those eyes are deceiving.
These eyes.
I'm not joking. I almost sang that same thing right before. I'm so happy I didn't.
You're welcome.
Paul Rogers, when you grow up, you do not want to shoot like me. You're gonna want to pick a better hero, okay?
For the 9.
He hits the 9. His 4th, and OT is offering up a shoe. OT's offering up the shoe.
What?
I don't know what that means at all, but that's what she tried to give him.
The shoe.
Tim comes back with one of his own. He says, anything you can do, I can do as well.
But did Kaitlin offer the shoe?
She did not offer the shoe.
Come on now. Kaitlin, step your shoe game up here. Gotta offer that bad boy up. What a unique celebration.
It's so weird.
Here, take
It's so
this.
great. I don't need this shoe. I don't even know what it could mean. We're going to have to ask OT about that at some point. No, I don't know. Did they hear you say that? Because now I'm sounding crazy. Hits the double. He's throwing a 6.67 in this leg. Tim Adams throwing a 7.5, and they're not even kissing it right now. Throws a 7 mark. Still haven't even asked him out on a date. They're still way behind in this leg.
Yeah, they really are. And Olivia and Brandon.
That was unique.
Yeah, they were doing well in this leg here. A little hiccup opportunity here for Kaitlin. That Bulls
Matt Holmes.
Really big advantage.
Matt Holmes, great news. You just did it. Boom goes the dynamite.
Whammy.
No, you can't steal someone else's catchphrase and then make it your own. That's not how that works.
That's
exactly what I did.
I was just impersonating.
That's exactly what I did.
That's what you remind me every time.
Some.
What a winning dart.
7.25 and a 7.33 in the same leg. The 7.33 in a 3.75 lost to a 7 and a 3.22.
Olivia's bowing down here. Wow. What a display to make it 7-4. A 3-leg advantage for the Ohio team.
And again, Kaitlin struggling on those 20s, which is it's a dagger in this game. It's the one number you cannot struggle on in this game.
I'll be honest. I was not expecting the scoreline to start getting anywhere near this territory. I was kind of expecting 1 to 2 leg splits pretty much the whole way. We've been seeing some of these big gaps and these big runs by the team from Ohio. I mean, right now, Sean, what would you do to try to get out of the situation if you're the team from Florida?
You just got to play smart and take it 3 darts at a time. You can't think anything else too far ahead. You got to hold your throw first and foremost. And after you do that, you're just going to go from there. There's no PPD player advantage rule yet set in stone, and it won't be in place unless it becomes 8-4. So you don't have to worry about that. It's just playing darts the normal way. Nothing to lose now.
Well, I said it at the beginning of the show. I said this could go 9-6, 9-5. I could definitely see that going Olivia and Braden's way. And the reason I said that is because there's just something about Olivia and Brandon. They mesh, they play well together. And no offense to Denny, but I don't think she experienced that with Denny in her last match. So now that she's got Brandon back, they just gel, and it brings out the best in Olivia and brings out the best in Brandon. It seems like, because he's playing really well at the moment.
Yeah, and on the reverse side of that, Tim Adams is also just shooting lights out currently. But I think that you're right. I think that there is something to having a close-knit friendship with your partner, kind of understanding their game and them understanding yours. You can see how they hype each other up. You can see, I mean, think if OT just did that to a random partner, try to give him the shoe, just how much that would have thrown me off so hard in the next round. I'd be like, what's this? And I'll be thinking about it forever. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get over the shoe giveaway.
I did.
Celebration. That's a new one. I love it.
I did want to say this. John Hernandez, I wanted to make sure I announced this comment. He said, go blue in the chat.
John Hernandez
You're
is now banned.
Well, he said OH, but I made sure to change that around to go blue.
Oh, never mind.
You're welcome,
Will's
John.
banned. Will's banned.
You're welcome,
Just kidding.
John.
Just kidding. John, you're back.
He means Kansas, guys. Don't worry about it. He's not involved in this rivalry or anything.
Oh, here we go from Brandon Kessler once again.
You almost expect the third one to go in when the first two do. And this is also what I like. I like that they're taking a more active role and just talking it out. This is a great partnership Tim's doing here, just to talk her through, calm them down, make sure they're all on the same page, so she's not second guessing herself at the line.
Yeah.
Or second guessing what her partner wants her to do at the line, or vice versa.
Maybe he's going to hammer down here on the 18s.
Great. You've said hammer down at least 4 times. Were you watching the Pat McAfee show this week, like more often than not?
Nope. I didn't. I guess that's a go-to for me, and I'll stop at this moment. So
no. I just have never heard you use it that often. You've just used it a bunch. I like it.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite. I use that all the time, so I guess you can use hammer down.
Yeah, you really do. All the time.
Way too much. It's their fault, though. They throw too well. They don't like it. They just need to suck more. Boom goes the dynamite, Brandon Kessler.
Yeah, Dave's sounding like Sarah Clellan would say it's not about the men. Well, we understand that, but at the same time, Brandon's putting on quite the performance here. And it's hard not to mention that because he's putting in back-to-back just incredible rounds here. Yeah, the ladies are definitely doing their part. Olivia,
and that's honestly where the separation has been.
Yeah,
it's been Olivia Terry out shooting Kaitlin Myers so far.
Yeah,
both gentlemen are both shooting fire darts. We're just pointing out that they're both similar in that way, throwing fire darts.
Yeah,
6.43 there for Tim Adams, and now it's 7-5, and you gotta win this leg. This has got to be one of those winning legs.
Yes.
You got to break the throw right here.
Got to throw another one back at him. Do not want to see this go 8-5. And of course, Olivia's going to produce a good one. Yes. Great 6.
Could have easily been a 9. The other side of that wire there. And again, just unlucky kisses off the flights into the wrong side of the wire. All right, that's where Tim Adams needs to turn it on.
Oh, my goodness.
He does hit a 9 mark. Unfortunately, 2 of them are in the 111. So
that may hurt here, and I think Olivia's gonna
it's hurting.
Run away with it. Yep, good 6.
Back-to-back 6s for OT. What can Kaitlin do on the 17s? It's got to be a big round. Great start. Big 7 mark from Kaitlin Myers. That's a good recovery after the first round.
Yes, that should kind of give her the kick in the rear that maybe she needs to get him back in this one.
I think OT is a little bit calm, cool, and collected back there. What do you think?
I would say so. She's definitely feeling it. Look at her. She was just about to get down. Sorry. Shouldn't do that anymore.
She's dancing to the queen seat right now.
Seems like it. A matchup against Chrissy Grimmel in store if she can do that one.
what I do like here is just looking at Kaitlin's body language, right? I mean, obviously we can see Olivia's having an Olivia Terry style time, but it's hard when you feel like you're struggling and are not connecting to stay engaged and stay positive in a match. And while her demeanor is definitely not as excitable as it was in our previous time streaming Kaitlin, what you'll notice is she's keeping her head up in between turns, and that's something that we can see on our end, and still going up and making sure to cheer on every one of her partners there. So she's not dejected, even if she's feeling anxious or worked up or whatever else it may be. She's still trying her best to keep herself centered and be there for her partner, just like he's trying to be there for her.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about Caitlin's game is she is a bulldog when it comes to losing. She's not just gonna give up and you're gonna just take it down. You're gonna earn the victory against Kaitlin Myers. Right now, though, unfortunately, the wires have just been on the wrong side of the service, but 8-5 is not going to stop her from continuing to fire her darts.
Well, 8-5 margin is definitely difficult. No matter how you start, you're kind of looking over your shoulder in an essence of knowing they're creeping right behind you. You've got to win out here to make it to this queen seat match, Kaitlin.
Yeah, and you're going to see this might be a situation where maybe they try and just extend when they have the higher ground, force their opponents to score bigger rounds with lower numbers. But Kaitlin has struggled from time to time on the 20s tonight. She had a 5 mark last time up. And again, you see the first one goes on the wrong side of the wire and immediate annoyance, which I understand.
Well, we also
It's
saw
the most annoying number to have an off night on.
we saw her absolute A game last time we had her on the stream, where she shot almost 0.5 above her average. She at the end of the night, like I believe a 3.93, somewhere around that range, and I believe her book average is around that 3.5 range. We saw her have an incredible night, and this is more of those averages coming into play, where not every night can be one of those nights, and unfortunately, just the way it's been going so far hasn't been one yet for her. But I say yet because again, the gold star is not by the team from Ohio's name yet.
Is the gold star like a win?
So if you win, I know you're not used to this on the G3 boards or any board in general.
Not at all.
But when you win, whoever shot the winning dart gets a gold star by their name when they show the averages.
I am so proud of you for that comment. That was wonderful. Well done. It was very creative. Well done.
Kudos.
No, not you, Will.
Oh, what? Kidding. Totally kidding. Maybe a hammer.
LT going down to the 17s.
I about said it again.
Yeah, you did.
Back. Fully got it out. Going after those 17s. Yeah, way to close them out from Tim.
Look at Tim. Hammering down. Big 9 mark.
Oh, I hate you.
Pounding in the 9. Kessler, though, giving 110%.
We're bringing that back? Yes, sir. I love it.
Yeah, buddy. Uh-oh. This could hurt real bad.
I mean, they're still
Say
down,
she
but
was 9
yeah,
away.
I mean, 2 of them would be great. Still doesn't put them out by a great amount, by a good margin, but would have got him
Tim's still
ahead.
masterful, throwing a 7.67.
Yeah, but he's got that higher ground and a big
Move over, Kenny
140.
Doyle. There's a new Santa in town.
Give him a couple years at least. Come on now. Ooh, Timmy's getting down in the background as I'm seeing a little shimmy from him. He's got better moves than Nick Teixeira.
That's a low bar. Like such a low bar.
That's not low at all, my man. That is, I mean, they've got you by miles, brother. I've never seen someone so offbeat in my life until you started dancing.
I'm like, what happens if the bad guy in Footloose won?
It's worse than that, buddy. You wouldn't even make the cut for Footloose. You can't make Footloose when you have no feet. Like, none. Oh, what a nice last start there to go ahead and kind of punish him there. 200-point advantage.
It's a good 7 mark there from Brandon Kessler. Just waiting for you guys to be done yelling at each other.
No gold star for either one of you.
Look at this from Kaitlin Myers.
I was really
That's what I'm talking about.
I was really hoping you'd insert the random Forrest Gump comment there, Sean, but nope.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Exactly. Finally, he gets one on the board. It's been how many seasons of trauma that we've dealt with Nick's shenanigans?
Shenanigans?
Look at
Is it
this.
shenanigans?
694.
694.
Oh, my.
He's thrown a 7.33 and a 6.94 now.
He's thrown some great rounds. He's thrown some great legs this evening.
Well, the most standout part of that last leg is honestly Olivia Terry's 5-0. If she channels that in this leg here, then it's over. It's a moot point. That's what she's going to be thinking to herself this whole time.
Big opening, and Kaitlin has not taken advantage of this yet. She needs to now, obviously.
Yes, come on, Kaitlin. Not picking favorites, but I want to see this
right there.
Last leg decider here.
That's been the difference tonight, man. That it can be almost summed up with the start here to this one. But Tim Adams has a real opportunity here to pounce.
Boy, did he. If he would have collected on that second dart, I think he would have taken a look there.
Does Tim Adams have a dart nickname, or can I just call him the Grizzly Bear? Is that fine?
I don't know, but you've sure got an infatuation with nicknames, don't you?
So I can go with Grizzly Adams.
Go ahead, bud.
Well, it's done now. And he does have a beard, so it works.
I guess so. Well, Tim, it's Grizzly from here on out.
Rawr.
That might be way worse
Thank
than
you.
your horse noise. I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's pretty bad.
Thank you.
I need to put that on a soundboard for the next 9 mark.
That was rough.
Tyler keeps saying Tim might end up having the highest average tonight. I think he definitely is going to have the highest average tonight.
There's a very good possibility.
What was that? What was that you just did?
Just breathe.
Very good possibility.
That was my best Ryan Mooney impersonation.
Fallon Chirac.
Detta.
Other pronunciations, though, he is a great commentator.
Oh, phenomenal.
Phenomenal. He's fantastic.
110%.
Let's see if Kessler can hammer down here.
That shot might not make the archives.
You're trying too hard, Nick.
No, he bent the nail there. It did not go straight in. So Tim Adams can have an opportunity now, and he takes an extra step back.
And
Big, huge moment.
That's smart. That's smart to do in that moment. It's just to kind of regain here. This is a big moment. Yep, capitalize on the 18s, down to the 17s, even go back for points here.
I might as well do that instead. Big 7 when he needed it.
Puts the pressure on Olivia.
And you can just see an extra focus to her game right this second.
She's not.
Did you notice that?
She's not messing around anymore. You can see she's kind of kick-started it and gotten back in the mix. But that may be a factor here. I think Olivia, she craves that. She's a former basketball star. I mean, I don't know if people know that. Was a big basketball player for Toledo back in her heyday. So she does crave that competition aspect, but maybe it's not bad for her to be loose and relaxed.
Oh, is this going to be the 9 mark that destroys it?
That had a chance to be.
He's going to kick himself with that last dart. He's going to be like, is that in the treble? But 2 great closes. And now it's Tim's turn to be magical. Oh, he's going to. Big 9 from Tim Adams, and the Grizzly Bear roars.
Hip hop hooray. What a shot. Trying to lock us in at 8-7, and still a job to be done, even if they get this leg. They can't kind of ease their foot off that gas pedal quite yet.
That'll work. But the way Tim's throwing, if Kaitlin can, if they win this leg and get this one done, if Kaitlin throws 4-5 in the next leg, this thing might go to a last leg decider.
I mean, momentum is a crazy thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And it's very, very much looking like it.
Jeff Hiles with the rawr goes the Grizzly Bear. I like it. One of the better plays on the Boom Goes the Dynamite. And Mr. Trinidad's in there saying that would be a cool design. LOL.
I think Tim is a new signed player with Monster, if I'm not mistaken.
What can I say except you're welcome?
We'll take 5% of the. No, I'm just kidding.
We?
I mean, come on. We're a team effort here.
What the heck, man?
We're a team
all right,
effort
fine.
here.
I get 5%. I get 5% of all your cut. That's what I thought.
All righty.
You know what's going on. Darts.
101 points down.
Big moment.
Got to fill them up.
Ooh.
Can't do so. Only the 7 mark, and it's only a 4-point lead, and that will go away right here.
Taking a look. No.
Stays true, and the reason why is he just put it even further at a distance. Olivia has to throw all her darts at the 15 wedge. And that's the reason he did it. He said, I'll just stay right here. No harm, no foul, because even a 7 mark, you're still down now.
Early in this leg, Olivia Terry was throwing a 2-2-5. She's raised it up to a 3-7-1 with the back against the wall. Big last dart here. That'll work.
That's excellent. That'll certainly work.
Add an extra bullseye with that 17 as well. Wouldn't be surprised if Kessler tried to do that. Yep.
Here we go. Tim, 3 needed.
Make it 8-7 to get the first one accomplished. The first big one.
Yeah. Abandoned ship after the first dart. Can't blame him for doing so.
Nope.
You gotta guarantee.
And it keeps out of reach.
Yeah, you gotta guarantee yourself you're coming back, for another leg. Don't try to be a hero and mess things up.
All right, Kaitlin hits these 3. We're going to leg 16. If not, Kessler is going to get a look. He needs 5, which is doable.
Oh, would this be
Devastating?
This would
obviously
be epic. Brandon Kessler, he's hit some big shots tonight already.
Yes, he has.
He's hit some big
Got the one
shots
out of the way.
tonight already.
Not going to do it. Kenny in the background thought he was going to do it too. I think a lot of people did. And I think both shoes would have gone to him from OT.
She just take him off and left him with him. Here, you take these home.
And there you go. They do break it. It's now 8-7.
It's back to back, isn't it? No.
It's the first break, though. Back-to-back legs, but that's the first break that they've had tonight. They need one more. One more, and then they might not have to do it again. And with the way Tim's playing, I'm telling you, if he gets a 4-5 out of Kaitlin, this thing goes the distance, especially after this start.
Oh, look at
I
that.
like that switch, honestly.
Look at that. Interesting play there. Using that 8-7 scoreline to advantage. I think if this had been tied or in a different situation, I don't think she would have done that. I don't know.
Oh, no.
That is tough, though.
Could not adjust. That first start was wild from her, and it's just hard to adjust from there. And Kessler is going to retake control.
He's going to move around, too.
I mean, they'll take the 3 wedges, but he's playing that a little froggy.
That was, but that could very well be the game-winning shots there. That adds a little bit of doubt in your opponent's mind. A great recovery from Tim.
Look at OT.
She takes a look.
In big moments, she always seems to step up.
That's what players do, man. They just turn up when they need to. That's what stars do. I mean, she was used to it when she played basketball, and she's doing it here.
And unfortunately, we're not seeing the same right now from Kaitlin.
I think I might wander on down the YouTube hole on Olivia Terry's basketball highlights, see if I can find some.
There you go.
That might be a good one to do.
Another 7 from Tim. Again, continuing just to do his job. OT doing the same thing, though.
Look at this.
Even more right now.
How
That's
about
huge?
Her first 9 of the evening.
And leg number 16, boom goes the dynamite. Wires away from really a much better performance. And that is the silly game from time to time.
That it is.
I bet Tim 7 marks the 15s. If not 9. Or does he go for the top 3? Okay.
7 mark incoming.
Duh.
Even Danny Baggish already called it. Says, see you next week, OT and BK. That will be our live streamed match. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I didn't know if we are going to go 4th and then King Seed or not. It is on CompuSport, so you can check out those dates if you want to.
Yeah, King Seat will be played at the same time as the 4th place match.
Okay. There we go.
Right? Yep.
Well,
No.
for the win.
There it is. Brandon Kessler, OT. Shot phenomenal. Yeah. Kaitlin showed her A game last time she played on stream. I think she'll say that this was probably her C game tonight, and it just was not good enough. But still in this tournament, moves to that 5th, 6th spot, guaranteed at least $300, which is nothing to sneeze at. She'll take on Cheyenne Richards and Ram Guevara next week, which is not an easy task.
We assume Ram, and it most likely will be, but you never know. Olivia Terry will go on to play Christy Grimmel. And then don't forget we have Kelly Sipe and Lane Lysak still in the mix as well for this Women's Choice Challenger Series. And the best part is both these competitors are not out of the mix, as we mentioned. So still more from Kaitlin Myers, and she can still make her way back around to the final matchup potentially.
Well, you saw how well her partner can play, right? So if she just goes back to doing her normal average, that 3.5 range, 3.6 range, they are going to be able to do some damage still. Tim Adams is a very underrated player, I think, out of the partners that are left in this. So
he proved it in that last CSC. I mean, his finish there, I believe, was top 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, top 4 finish there. So, I mean, that's just anytime you can do that, and that star set of bracket is great, and it just proves your worth as a player. So, I'm looking forward to how we round out this season of the WCS.
Yeah, there's still a lot of exciting matches left to go, including, of course, our Queen Seat match next week. Chrissy Grimmel, OT from the TO, and those are going to be 2 teams that are going to really battle. I'm expecting a great matchup. It's going to be the toughest test that Chris and Danny have faced so far.
I agree with you there. I think that it will be. And we'll see if it plays out. Your defending champions are Chrissy Grimmel and Danny Baggish. Can they do the repeat, or is somebody going to step in the middle and change the match? Don't forget, folks, every Monday, 8 p.m. here is where we can bring you the action from the Women's Choice Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Of course, we want to thank them for the action. Just a reminder, you can get qualified to play in Partners Promoting Darts through dartstoc.com. Go head to that page right after this broadcast. See where you can get in the mix. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira. Sean?
Hey, I'll see if you guys want to hang out with the CDC this weekend. I'll be doing the play commentary for weekend number 2 in Chicago. So you want to play or see some steel tip, the best steel tip players in North America battle it out. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely tune in. I mean, there's nothing better than just watching some darts and learning from some of those players, whether it's steel tip, soft tip, it doesn't matter. You can always take a little bit of each leg or each little match and bring it to your game. So do that
and
one.
2 streams again. Yeah, 2 streams again. So there'll even be a stream, I believe, on Facebook again this weekend around, and of course on YouTube. You'll be able to see that stream number 1, and then of course if you have your PDC app, that's gonna be the best place.
Love it.
We're gonna be able to watch all the darts this weekend. You got the match play, right? Who's your pick?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't think Littler's playing as well right now. I think that he's gonna bow out, which is crazy to say. The 17-year-old is your first pick. Gerwin's also coming off an injury, so stupid Nick. Why would you even say that? Whatever. Whatever. Does Luke Humphreys pull off another one? Does Michael Smith ride a little high and pull one off here? I don't know. It could be anyone's game, man. That's the game of darts right now. Anyone can lift the title.
You said nothing in that whole minute that you just spoke. It was wonderful. I'm going to take Luke Littler. He's had a week off, or a couple weeks off now, which is I think going to help him to get a little break there. So I think he'll be really ready to go, especially against MVG in the first round. So if Littler gets past that match, I don't see him losing. And I see a 9-darter from him this weekend as well.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Got some
happened?
information here,
Uh-oh.
and we'll find out if it's true next week or not. Both Shay Cole and Danny Baggish just messaged me. It's Olivia Terry and Shay Cole next week taking on Chrissy Grimmel and Danny Baggish.
I love it. I absolutely
Ah.
love that. Fantastic player. Yeah, Shay is been around the game for a very long time, and she's going to be a great partner if that's the case.
I love it. And that means there's a little travel going there because I believe
Yeah.
Shay's from Myrtle Beach, and being from Ohio, I wonder how that's going to go down. But we'll find out. Folks, tune in Monday night, 8 p.m. Central. We got you covered with some more Women's Choice Challenger Series action. Take care. We'll see you next time from Will, Sean, and Nick. Good night.
Have a good one, guys.